everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain how to create and use nested loops in Java. So let's begin. So what is nested loop? If you write one loop inside another loop, that is called as nested loop. You can have more than one loop inside one another loop. So for example, if you are writing for loop inside another for loop, or if you are writing for loop inside while loop, then they are called as nested loop. Generally, we use nested loop if you want to create something like pattern printing, or if you want to have some matrix program, then we go for a nested loop. Now, let me explain how this nested loop works. So, I'm writing one simple loop. So, let's see what that loop is going to do. So, for int I equal to 1, I less than equal to, let me write 5. Okay, this is not example of nested for loop. It is a simple for loop, but I have printed this to explain what nested for loop. So the output of this for loop is going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now suppose I don't want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a simple number. I want to print some pyramid kind of thing, or I want to print some pattern. Then for that, what I can do? I can go for nested for loop. Okay, so you can see this is what output of this for loop. I don't want this simple output. Instead, what I want to have output like this. Okay, so you can see here what I'm having 1, then again I'm having 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on you can create. So this type of programs are called as pattern or pyramid printing. So this program can be done with the help of nested for loop. And how to create logic for this, let me explain you. So you have to think first how many lines are there in this pyramid. So total how many lines I'm having? I'm having 3, 4, 5. So this is first line, second line, third line, fourth line, and then I'm having fifth line. So number of line is going to decide your outer loop. Then after that, you have to see what kind of pattern you want. So here what I want to have, first I want to print 1. After that, in the next line, I want to print 1, 2. In next line, I want to print 1, 2, 3 and so on. So now here you can see you have what? How many column? You have 1 column. In the next line, you can see you have what? 2 columns. In the next line, you can see you have a 3 column. For first row, I am having 1 column. For second row, I am having 2 column. For third row, I am having 3 column. So, if you are getting some hint like what should be your inner loop, please type that in comment box. So now my fourth loop is going to be what? Having 4 column, and consider this outer loop as I value. So just see over here, the value of I is 1, then I am printing ones. If my value of I is 2, I am printing 2 values. If my value of I is 3, then I am printing 3 values. So this column is nothing but your inner loop. So always have a logic like outer loop is going to be your rows and inner loop is going to be your column. So now what logic I can have over here? When my I is 1, I am printing 1 value. When my I is 2, I am printing 2 value. So now if I take my column as j, then I can write condition that j less than or equal to I. How I am writing this condition? Because my inner loop, I want to print how many times? The time I have what? The value of I. So similarly, if I am having 2 value, how many times this inner loop should get executed? It should get executed 2 times. If my outer value is 4, how many times this inner loop should get executed? It should get executed 4 times. So now let's come back to IntelliJ and let's see how to write this logic and whether we get output like this or not. So here, instead of writing only one for loop, so this is going to be my outer for loop. Inside this outer loop, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more loop, and let me take variable as j. I'm writing j equal to 1. Now let's understand how this loop is going to work. You can compare this as like number of weeks in a month and number of days in a week. So if I have 1 week, in that week I will be having 7 days. If I have 2 weeks, then again I will be having 7 and 7 days, 14 days. So like that. So now here I'm having I value as 1 and j is 1. So what will happen for this I equal to 1? It is going to run how many times? It is going to run 3 times. So what it will print? It will print I. So initially the j is 1, I was 1, so 1 will be printed. Now j is incremented, j becomes 2, 2 less than equal to 3, yes. So again it will print what I is 1 only, so 1 will be printed. Then j becomes 3, yes, 3 less than equal to 3, it will print I, that is 1. So 3 times I got what? 1. Now what will happen? J becomes 4, 4 not less than equal to 4. So it will come over here, and what it will do? It will increment what? I. So now my I becomes 2. So for I equal to 2, it is going to run what? This loop again 3 times. So again it is going to print what? 2, 2 and 2. Then again it will go over here. It will increment j becomes 3 now, and again this loop will be executed what? 3 times. So my I is 5 and my j is 3. So for one value of I, my inner loop is executed 3 times. So similarly, for 5 values of I, how many times my entire loop is going to get executed? It is going to get executed what? Total 15 times, because for one value it is executing 3 times. So for such 5 values it is going to execute what? Total 15 times. So if I run this program again, I'm not going to get output like this because I'm missing some condition over here. So let's see what kind of output we'll get. So you can see I'm getting 111, 222, 333, 44 and 555. But this is not the expected output. What I want to print in my output, I want to get 1, then 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is that? That is nothing but what? Your j value. So here you should write what? J. And next thing, you want to have pattern like this. So you can see it has printed 1, then it has come to next line, it is printing 1 and then it is giving certain space and it is printing 2. Similarly over here. So I have to modify this slightly. So what I can do, I can put some spaces after this j, and instead of writing print ln, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write only print, because I want to have values one after another, and as soon as my one loops complete, I should go to the next line. So as soon as your inner loop completes, what you can do, you can print a blank line. Let's execute this program again. So can you see the output which I wrote over here? I'm getting the same output. Just a simple condition I'm writing over here. I'm writing j less than or equal to I. So why I'm writing j less than or equal to I? Because I want to print that many value in my particular column. So here I'm printing value of j. Why I want to print value of j? Because expected output is something like this. If you want to have some other output like this, then you have to change your program accordingly. So here I'm printing j, and why I'm giving little space? Because I want to print one value after other with certain space, otherwise it will come together. So as soon as one loop gets complete, it should go to next line. Therefore, I'm writing this s out blank. Okay, let me quickly explain this again. So if my I is 1, what will happen over here? J is also 1. So is 1 less than or equal to 1? Yes, of course. So what will happen? 1 will be printed. then j will be incremented. Is 2 less than equal to 1? No, it is not less than equal to 1. So what will happen? It will print what? Next line, and then it will iterate to the next value of I. What is my next value of I? That is 2. So again it will come over here and it will reinitialize j with a value 1. So is 1 less than or equal to 2? Yes, of course. So what it will do? It will print 1. So 1 is printed and then j will be incremented. Now my j is 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 2? Yes, true. Then what will happen? The value of j, that is 2. 2 will be printed. Okay, now what will happen? J becomes what? J becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 2? No, the condition is false. So it will not execute this statement. It will come out of this loop, and what it will do? It will print next line. So now your cursor moves over here. Again it will go to the outer loop, and what it will do? It will increment I. Now my I becomes 3. It will again come into inner loop and it will reinitialize j with 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 3? Yes. So 1 will be printed. J is incremented. J becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 3? Yes. So 2 will be printed. Then J becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 3? Yes. So 3 will be printed. Now J becomes 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 3? No, condition is false. So what it will do? It will come out of this loop and it will print what? Next line. And similarly, it will do for value 4 and 5. Always keep in mind that outer loop is going to decide what number of lines you want into your pyramid, and inner loop is going to decide what number of values or number of column which you want to print in pyramid. Okay, now instead of printing this 1, 2, 3, 4, I can write any character over here. So let me put dollar sign. So I'm just writing dollar, and after dollar I'm giving what? Space. So you can see how I'm getting dollar, then again $2, $3, $4, $5. Whatever you want you can print. Now let me change this I value. So now I'm making I as 3, and so now how many rows I'm getting? I'm getting 3 rows because I have made changes in my outer loop. I have made my outer loop as 3. So I will be getting what? 3 rows. Instead of printing dollar, you can print star also. Whatever character you want, you can print. So this way you can make any kind of pyramid. In my upcoming video, I'm going to create series of program on this pyramid. This kind of program are generally taught in school and colleges, and they are asked in exam also. So if you want to have kind of pyramid, just you can comment in comment box. I'm going to help you. Friends, I hope you all have understood the topic, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe it today, and don't forget to hit like button. And also friends, if you like my videos, please do share my videos to your friends. And any kind of program or assignment you are facing difficulty, you can ask in comment box. I may surely help you in that. Thank you for watching my video till end. See you in my next video with a new topic. Till that, bye bye, take care and have a great day.